Yes. You heard me questioning Ms. Jackson regarding the burden that the rule puts the title agents in explaining loan terms at closing. I asking you if you feel that it's appropriate for the title agent to be responding to question about loan documents, or should that be the lender's responsibility?
It should absolutely be the lender's responsibility. The way the rule is written now, there are many problems with the closing script and explaining the loan terms and so forth. First, it's too late in the process, as I mentioned in my opening remarks. They're at the closing table. What's the borrower to do if there's a discrepancy between what they thought the terms of the loan were and what they actually are?
Well, if I heard Ms. Jackson well, I believe that she mentioned that this issue, she is going to revisit it.
I hope she does revisit that, because it should be provided by the lender earlier in the process. With regard to the time it takes a settlement agent to prepare the closing script, read this closing script, and respond to questions, HUD estimates it would take 45 minutes. We've done a survey of our members, and that's a minimum. Most would expect it would take at least an hour to an hour and a half in additional time on top of what it already takes to perform a closing. So that is an added expense and added time tacked on to particularly our small business members. There's a UPL issue that we mentioned earlier, unauthorized practice of law. In many states, a lay closing agent is precluded from explaining the terms of the loan because of unauthorized practice of law statutes. With regard to the economic analysis that HUD's done, it would cost our industry $2.5 billion in providing the closing script.
Mr. Cockey, I would like to ask you, can you explain if the HUD's estimate of 45 minutes is accurate, or will it take even longer?
In our estimate, it will take longer. Part of what I do every day is I run a title service for our company and have for the last 15 years been involved in it. There isn't a settlement service person here that's going to be able to get through that process in 35 or 45 minutes.
Okay. Mr. Kittle, it is crucial that borrowers be able to easily compare the good faith estimate with the HUD 1 form. And you heard me asking Ms. Jackson about the two forms. Can you discuss the discrepancies between the new forms and how this may create confusion for borrowers?
I can, Madam Chairwoman. As somebody who owns a small business, small mortgage company, and still meets regularly with customers to take the loan application, I still meet them face to face. This is an example of, it's not because of financial privacy, an actual FHA file, but from application to closing, this is about how big a file is. Going from a one-page GFE to a four-page only adds to that, first of all. We've proposed and have sent to HUD, the Mortgage Bankers Association, a new HUD 1 that actually matches the GFE together line for line. Mm-hmm. That way the borrower doesn't have to look at a four-page GFE with references to go and try and look it up, which only delays the loan application and adds turmoil to the whole process. So we are against the reading of the document that we're talking about, and we're against the four-page GFE. It doesn't add simplification.
Ms. Gordon, do you have any comments regarding the two forms?
We agree that we're a little bit mystified why, if the effort was to make the GFE and HUD 1 easier to compare, why they're not more similar.
Mr. Savitt, I understand that your industry is concerned about the RESPA rule requiring yield spread premiums to be disclosed on the new GFE form. If there is a different way to get at the issue of transparency?
Well, first of all, mortgage brokers have been completely transparent in the disclosure of all of their compensation since 1992. Under a HUD mandate at that time, we were required to disclose obviously all of our upfront fees, and any type of indirect compensation, which of course we call YSP, others call, that RESPA call it other things. I don't know how we can be any more transparent in what we're doing now. Every dime that we make is completely disclosed to the consumer at time of application and also again at time of settlement.